It is impossible to have a goal without first having a good enough reason for that particular goal. The reason for setting goals is what gives us the motivation to stay on track, not to give up, because every time we think about quitting, we will remember our why and always have extra strength to keep striving towards our goal. However, is every why equally important, or is someone's why greater and better than someone else's? All the characters in the anime have their own why when they take the actions they do. The monster at the beginning believes it has a superior backstory about how humanity is disgusting and that it was sent by the earth to destroy the people on the surface. The reason the other monster, Crab, kills people is because they laugh at his appearance, and he believes it is justified to kill them because of that. Then we have two brothers. One wants to become the strongest in the world, and the other helps him with that, turning him into a monster. And together they roam the world, believing they can kill people just because they are the strongest. The car monster also has a backstory, that anyone who sees it must die because there is no escape from it. After that, we have the subterraneans, who have overpopulated and are coming to the surface, which is also overpopulated, and want to exterminate humanity. It's survival of the fittest, nothing personal, and for that reason they give themselves the right to kill others. The mosquito woman kills others because she believes she is stronger than them and that they serve as food for her. The scientists who work on evolution and improving monsters and humans through genetic experiments is resentful toward the world because his scientific talent was not recognized among other scientists. He believes he is more important than others because he is smarter, and that gives him the right to kill others and impose his will, and that he should be the one to change the whole world. Then we have a group of hammerheads, who believe that people shouldn't work just to afford food. They wonder where is freedom in this world. They think people shouldn't be slaves to their jobs. The rich get fat while the poor die, and that's why Hammerhead, the leader of the group, will change society so that only those who want to work will work. And they use that reason to bully others. Sea King believes that the whole world originated from water through evolution, and that is his right to rule this world because he is the lord of the seas and people from the surface must submit to him. Boros, an alien, destroys planets because he is the strongest and is bored, and thus gives himself the right to be violent towards everyone. Garo, although not completely evil, sides with the monster because he believes that monsters shouldn't lose just because they are monsters. He was bullied as a child for siding with monsters instead of heroes, and now he uses that reason as justification to harm others. Gogetsu, the martial artist, lost in a fight with monsters and decided to join them because he believes that the only thing that matters in this world is strength, and when you have it, you can do whatever you want. And he uses that as a reason to inflict pain on others. When you look at all these monsters, they all have the same story from the past, on which they based their actions in the present. They all share a painful past and all think that something is wrong with the world and that the world is what needs to change, not themselves. However, whenever any of them faces Saitama, they all lose after a single punch from him. Why is that? Did Saitama become a hero to protect the whole world, to destroy the evil that is everywhere? Does Saitama want to change the world and bend it to his will? We would expect Saitama's backstory to be something special, but his entire backstory is that he is a hero simply because he enjoys being a hero for fun. He tried to find a job, to do business, but after being rejected at numerous interviews, he decided to give up on the idea of becoming a businessman and becoming a hero for one single reason, and that is fun. From then on, he trains, dedicates himself to his goal, and does what he loves. In other words, what is fun for him. When the monsters hear his backstory, they get annoyed because they think it's nonsense and that their backstories are superior to his. But Saitama defeats them all with a single punch, regardless of how colorful their backstory is compared to his. Saitama does not have a painful past on which he based his goals and built his life, unlike other monsters or people. How can this help you in your everyday life? In every person's life there is a line. We'll call this the original line, the original blueprint that every soul has. Remember the time when you were a child. Your life was play and all you wanted was to have fun. However, At a certain point in your life, you'll begin to experience pain and traumatic events. Based on those experiences, you started to create certain stories, such as you can't do a job you love and earn money from it. Life is pain. It's impossible to find an ideal partner. In life, you have to struggle and survive. Justice doesn't exist in this world, and so on. Based on past pain, you tell yourself stories, create new beliefs, those beliefs become your reality, and slowly and imperceptibly, you move away from your original line and fall into a lie. People who fall into a lie and allow the lie to take over their inner system are represented in this anime as monsters. They have forgotten that human beings are powerful and their originality is powerful, and instead of living life on the original line, they choose the lie. Why are human beings powerful? You'll hear it in a moment. A false life can take you somewhere, but an original life can take you anywhere. As we see, all the monsters and all people in the anime who have strayed from the original line of life have managed to get somewhere, whether they've become high-ranking heroes, feared monsters, musicians, celebrities, etc. But none of them became what Saitama became. Each of them has a limit to how far they can go, while Saitama has no limits and there is no monster he cannot defeat with just one punch. In the first part of the video, I want to draw your attention to reconsider your goals. Are your goals truly what you want? Or did you set those goals based on past pain that you now want to avoid at all costs as an adult? If you based your goals on past pain, you should know that achieving them will bring you more pain into your life. And at best, you won't feel fulfillment when you achieve them. Ask yourself if your goals are your way of running away from the pain you carry within you. Did you set those goals based on past traumas? There is a way to pinpoint exactly when you felt pain in your life that you couldn't process at that moment, to identify all the goals you set in life based on that pain and how to let the pain flow through you. Release it and set new goals that aren't based on past pain. If you're interested, check out Soul Athlete Experience. The link is in the video description. In a conversation with the evolutionary scientists who believe that human beings are imperfect and that genetic engineering is necessary for a human to become powerful, Saitama reveals the reason why human beings are powerful. And he says human beings are powerful because they can change themselves. When Saitama destroys Carnage Kabuto, the scientist's ultimate monster, with a single punch, the scientist decides to give up on the idea of fixing the world outside himself and realize that he is the one who needs to change.